So we have hydrogen 1 nonmetal S1, helium 2 nonmetal S2, lithium 3 metal S1, beryllium 4 metal S2, boron 5 metalloid P1, carbon 6 nonmetal P2, nitrogen 7 nonmetal P3, oxygen 8 nonmetal P4, fluorine 9 nonmetal P5, neon 10 nonmetal P6, sodium 11 metal S1, magnesium 12 metal S2, aluminum 13 metal P1, silicon 14 metalloid P2, phosphorus 15, non-metal P3, sulfur 16 non-metal P4, chlorine 17 non-metal P5, argon 18 non-metal P6, potassium 19 metal S1, calcium 20 metal S2, scandium 21 metal D1, titanium 22 metal D2, vanadium 23 metal D3, chromium 24 metal D4, manganese 25 metal D5, iron 26 metal D6, cobalt 27 metal D7, nickel 28 metal D8, copper 29 metal D9, zinc 30 metal D10, gallium 31 metal P1, germanium 32 metalloid P2, arsenic 33 metalloid P3, selenium 34 non-metal P4, bromine 35 non-metal P5, krypton 36 non-metal P6, rubidium 37 metal S1, strontium 38 metal S2, yttrium 39 metal D1, zirconium 40 metal D2, zirconium 40 metal D2, niobium 41 metal D3, molybdenum 42 metal D4, technetium 43 radioactive, metal D5, technetium 97 has a half-life of 4.21 million years, ruthenium 44 metal D6, radium 45 metal D7, palladium 46 metal D6, or metal D8, metal D8, silver 47 metal D9, cadmium 48 metal D10, indium 49 metal P1, tin 50 metal P2, antimony 51 metalloid P3, tellurium 52 metalloid P4, iodine 53 non-metal P5, xenon 54 non-metal P6, cesium 55 metal S1, barium 56 metal S2, lanthanum 57 metal F1, cerium 58 metal F2, praseodymium 59 metal F3, neodymium 60 metal F4, promethium 61 radioactive, metal F5, promethium 145 has a half-life of 17.7 years, samarium 62 metal F6, europium 63 metal F7, gadolinium 64 metal F8, terbium 65 metal F9, dysprosium 66 metal F10, holmium 67 metal F11, erbium 68 metal F12, thulium 69 metal F13, ytterbium 70 metal F14, lutetium 71 metal D1, hafnium 72 metal D2, tantalum 73 metal D3, tungsten 74 metal D4, rhenium 75 metal D5, osmium 76 metal D6, iridium 77 metal D7, platinum 78 metal D8, gold 79 metal D9, mercury 80 metal D10, thallium 81 metal P1, lead 82 metal P2, bismuth 83 Metal P3, bismuth 209 has a half-life of 20.1 quintillion years. Basically almost stable. So, polonium 84 is radioactive. Metal P4, polonium 209 has a half-life of 124 years. Acetine 85, very radioactive. Unknown P5, acetine 210 has a half-life of 8.1 hours. Radon is 86, quite radioactive. Non-metal P6, radon 222, has a half-life of 3.8235 days. Francium 87, very radioactive. Metal S1, francium 223, has a half-life of 22 minutes. Radium 88, radioactive. Metal S2, radium 226, has a half-life of 1,599 years, so roughly 1,600 years. Actinium 89 is a metal in the F1. Actinium 227 has a half-life of 21.7 years. Thorium is 90, it's weakly radioactive. Metal F2, thorium 232, has a half-life of 14.05 billion years. Protactinium 91 is radioactive. Metal F3, protactinium 231, is 32,650 year half-life. Uranium 92, metal F4, it's weakly radioactive. Uranium 238 has a 4.468 billion year half-life. Then Neptunium 93 is a metal. F5, Neptunium 237 has a 2.1 million year half-life. Plutonium 94 metal. F6, plutonium 244 has 81.3 million year half-life. Americium 95 is a metal F7. Americium 243 has a half-life of 7,350 years. Curium 96, metal F8. Curium 247 has a half-life of 15.6 million years. Berkelium 97, metal F9. Berkelium 247 has a half-life of 1,380 years. Californium 98, metal F10, Californium 251 has a half-life of 898 years. Einsteinium 99, metal F11. Einsteinium 252 has a half-life of 1.29 years. Fermium 100 is a metal in F12. Fermium 257 has a half-life of 100 days. Mendelevium is 101, metal F13. Mendelevium 258 has a half-life of 51.5 days. Nobelium 102 is a metal in F14. Nobelium 259 has a half-life of 58 minutes, which is insane. Lawrencium 103 is a metal in D1. Lawrencium 266 has a half-life of 11 hours, which is surprisingly long for lawrencium. Rutherfordium is 104. It's a metal in D2. Rutherfordium is 267. Rutherfordium 267 has a half-life of 48 minutes. 48 minutes. Dubnium 105. Metal D3, dubnium 268 has a half-life of 16 hours. Seaborgium 106. Metal D4, seaborgium 269 has a half-life of 14 minutes. Bohrium 107, metal D5, bohrium 278 has a half-life of 11.5 minutes. Hassium 108, metal D6, Hassium 277 metastable, has a half-life of 2.16 minutes. Meitnerium 109, metal D7, meitnerium 282 has a half-life of 1.11 minutes. Dysprosium, metal D8, Dysprosium 281, half-life of 14 seconds. Rhenium 111, metal D9, Rhenium 286 has a half-life of 10.7 minutes. Copernicium 112, metal D10, Copernicium 285 has a half-life of 30 seconds. Nihonium 113, metal P1, Nihonium 286, 9.5 second half-life. Fluorovium 114, metal P2, Fluorovium 290 is a half-life of 19 seconds. Moscovium 115, metal P3, Moscovium 290 has a half-life of 650 milliseconds. Livermorium 116 is a metal in P4. Livermorium 293 metastable has a half-life of 80 milliseconds. And tennessine 117, unknown P5, tennessine 294 has a half-life of 51 milliseconds. And oganesson 118 is a non-metal, speculated to be, and is in P6. Oganesson 294 has a half-life of 700 microseconds. So there you go.